I am calling on the Prime Minister of Jamaica, Dr. the Honorable Andrew Holness. Please find the murderer of the late Member of Parliament, Dr. Linville Bloomfield. Justice for Doc. Justice. 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 Sir Justice. Sir Justice.
Hello, JPU family. Welcome to another episode. Guys, if you're new to this channel, welcome. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Returning subscribers, welcome back. So in case you didn't know, last night there was a parish meeting down in Portland last night. And this was the outcome. You heard the speaker talking about general election. And you also heard a man named Colin Bell talking about justice, calling on the Prime Minister of Jamaica, he said, to find justice for the late Member of Parliament, Dr. Linville Bloomfield.
Time come to stand up. So, Colin, as we move on and as we anticipate the calling of the general election.
The reason why I'm making this video is not just because I want to show you what took place down there, or actually show you the scant turnout, and I'm measuring scant up against what the last PNP candidate looked like in East Portland, Damian Crawford. Damian Crawford had a much larger turnout, start to finish. Based on what we're seeing now, comrades should be concerned to see this turnout on the eve of a general election. So besides the turnout, I want to talk about what Colin Bell said on the platform, trying to get the PNP people riled up. He says he's calling on the Prime Minister, not the police force, but the Prime Minister, to find those who unalived Dr. Bloomfield. When Jamaica woke up to the shocking news that Dr. Bloomfield had been unalived, a lot of people could not process it, because this is not something that we see often in our country, in Jamaica. We don't see people attacking our politicians. I was on social media when this took place, and the very first thing that I saw was the same girl with named Little Bit of Blood. She was the first one to speak, and she placed the blame on this lady here named Andrea Moore, the late Andrea Moore, who was an attorney. And at the time, Andrea Moore was challenging Dr. Bloomfield. And it's alleged that Andrea Moore was being funded and stuff by Peter Bunting. When Dr. Bloomfield died, the PNP put Damian Crawford to be the candidate in East Portland. I guess people were expecting Andrea Moore, but I guess it wouldn't look too good because she was trying to challenge a sitting Member of Parliament. It's also alleged that as General Secretary, Paul Burke was part of the people who were trying to push out sitting MPs. Colin Bell's call for justice. What do we know about the death of Dr. Bloomfield? Days after the homicide, police arrested and charged this man here named Simeon Sutherland of West Portland. The police described a crime scene with evidence of a romantic encounter. The man was represented by Peter Champagny, a high-profile criminal attorney in Jamaica. There were a lot of speculations going around where that is concerned, because people were saying that Simeon could not afford an attorney like Peter Champagny. I don't know if Champagny was working pro bono. I don't know if he was not working pro bono, who was paying him. So based on the crime scene and everything, Simeon was transferred from Portland to Kingston, a lockup in Kingston. According to a local newspaper, he was concerned for his safety. I believe he was on bail at some point in time. Somebody please correct me if I'm wrong. On the morning when trial was supposed to start, he mysteriously disappeared and has not been seen since. His attorney, Peter Champagny, asked to be excused from representing him because he did not know where he was. Anne-Marie Vaz had been working in the constituency for the Jamaica Labour Party. And of course, with the death of Dr. Bloomfield, a by-election took place. While the PNP mourned and buried Dr. Bloomfield, Anne-Marie Vaz said that she was suspending her campaign out of respects. Dayton Campbell spoke on the PNP's platform when Damian Crawford was named the candidate. And Dayton Campbell told the comrades that the JLP unalived Dr. Bloomfield. He later apologized. Now, in truth and in fact, Dr. Bloomfield did not get justice. There was no trial. Nobody knows where Simeon Sutherland is. If memory serves me right, I did not hear of a nationwide manhunt for Simeon Sutherland, who had escaped trial in this homicide. For all we know, Simeon is no longer in Jamaica. Here's the problem I have with people like Colin Bell. Melissa Silvera was unalived, so brutally, so viciously. But before we learned that it was a vicious attack on Melissa, the lies that we were told, that she passed from natural cause, passed in her sleep, passed of aneurysm, the cover-up, and then we later heard the truth, the forensic details, the ballistics. Where were people like Colin Bell to take the platform and advocate against violence against women? Where was Colin Bell to say, listen, PNP, you need to expel or disassociate yourself formally and publicly from Silvera as he goes through the process of justice? We didn't hear anything from people like Colin Bell. And that is the type of hypocrisy. We didn't see Colin Bell parading around with Melissa's photograph
Justice!
on the PNP's platform or off the platform. So we know that this is just an attempt to do what Dayton Campbell did, in going up there and trying to set a certain narrative, calling up people's names without evidence. Why I didn't call on the Prime Minister of Jamaica in the case of Melissa Silvera? You see, this is the type of politics that so many people have walked away from with the PNP. This style of politics of character assassination, smear campaign, you got to come with a little substance. People are sick and tired of this style of politics. I agree that Dr. Bloomfield did not get justice, and I don't care if he even had a relationship with Simeon. What happened to Dr. Bloomfield is not justifiable, and therefore he should get justice. But when we have an election campaign going on and you want to take the man's photograph and parade across the stage, calling up the Prime Minister's name, it is disgusting, it is a turn-off, and I cannot find enough adjectives to describe what you have done. And I hope that the sensible people of Portland, you notice, say, that meeting that was held, it was supposed to be a meeting for two candidates. And you notice, said a little bit of people come out. Only not change on the style of politics. It's the same nasty, dirty, low-down, gutter under the pit style of politics. And Jamaicans are tired of it. Jamaicans want nothing to do with it. Jamaicans want to hear what it is that the PNP have as an alternative to what the Jamaica Labour Party is putting to the people right now. So, Mr. Bell, if you had a few minutes to speak on the PNP's platform, and all you could do is bring this canvas of Dr. Bloomfield, then it means that you and the PNP don't have no plan for the people of Portland. You're supposed to be coming to the people talking about plans and policies and vision for the parish. But instead, the highlight here for you, sir, is you parading with Dr. Bloomfield's photograph. What do you guys have? What one can articulate one good piece of policy and work with that? If you're supposed to ask anybody for justice, I suggest you go to the police and ask them to update the nation on what they know. Or you can go ahead and do your own advocacy for justice. That would be a good thing. Anyway, guys, this is Jamaica Politics Uncovered. Let me know what you think in the comments. Any of you were at the meeting last night? How was it? Make sure you're subscribed, guys. I'll catch you in the next video. Thank you for watching.
JBU, Jamaica Politics Uncovered. This one for the Queen of Truth, Natalie. Natalie, you are one of the best. No test, JPU channel, pass the truth quest. Them are hide facts, you tear down the wall. Bringing info to the people, big up for all. From Parliament floor to country lane, JPU show the game. No stain. We love you, Natalie.